Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you a really cool Western Electric 202 rotary desk telephone and bell box. They're connected together, hardwired, and this is Joe's equipment from New Jersey. We're going to run through a little bit about what needs to be done. This is the initial checkout of this equipment. Now, this was an eBay purchase, and Joe received this telephone equipment and he had to send it back. I think there was an issue with it, and then he received the unit back again, and he's having issues with the telephone. And so what we need to do is we're going to go through the rotary. That needs to be cleaned, oiled, and adjusted. It's sluggish. We want to show you this unit. It's in good condition for its age, and we have an E1 handset. We also want to remove the bell box, which is hardwired to the telephone. We want to remove that situation, and we want to install a black modular line cord, something that would match the telephone a little better than the white cords that we have. We also want to go through the handset cord. We want to make sure that that's good. Our transmit, receive, hook switch, and we want to show you the telephone. We also have the cover loose, so we want to take the base off and show you the inside of the telephone. Now, the rotary is actually loose. There's supposed to be 3 screws in it, and there's only 2, and it moves back and forth. So we want to take care of that issue. We also have some jumper wires that were made, and someone put spade connectors on them, and when they crimped the spade connectors down, they really did that improperly. So what we want to do is try to save these jumpers, but we want to hard solder these spade connectors and the wire jumpers so that our contact is good. I don't know if the video is picking it up, but the way they installed the spade connectors was not a very good job. So we want to take care of that and get that issue taken care of. For any type of future issues that we might have with the telephone, we don't want any bad connections. We're going to go through the rotary like we mentioned earlier, and we'll take care of that issue. So we have a lot of work that we need to do. We're going to come back and get some more video as we move forward in the repair of this really cool rotary 202 desk telephone. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we're in the middle of the process of repairing this Western Electric 202 rotary dial desk telephone, and we want to show a little bit about what's going on. Now, we're working on what we mentioned earlier with our lines and our jumpers. The spade connectors were improperly crimped onto the wire, so we're resoldering them. And before we remove our line cord, I also noticed that the rotary, and this rotary is capable of having the connections to do what we're talking about, knock out the receive when your rotary dial is turned, and it's wired in properly. So basically what it comes down to is when you plug this telephone into the line and you go to dial the rotary dial, what you have is a bunch of clicking noise in the receiver. Now, you get some noise when they're wired properly, but they're not supposed to click in your ear real loud. And this rotary dial has the connections that make it possible to mute or to squelch that noise out. And it was wired improperly. And we're going to show you what we're talking about. Now, this is an amplified pickup. We use this in troubleshooting, repairing, and on our final checkout. And we're going to use this pickup to show you the noise. And we're also going to dial the telephone without the amplifier pickup. Now, I have an amplifier back by the video. It has a button on it, and I can give dial tone or take it away at any time. And since it's an open amplifier with a pickup, it is prone to any noise or interference in the atmosphere, any static sensation, any kind of a hum. And if you hear that, that will be coming from the amplifier and not the telephone. So what we want to do is we want to go ahead and make sure that our unit is plugged in, which it was, and we want to go ahead and hold our receiver, and I want to dial, try to reach around here and dial our rotary dial. You can hear that clicking. That's an indication that it's improperly wired at the rotary, because it's supposed to squelch that noise, the clicking, the rotary dial pulse signal. It's supposed to squelch that out. Now, like I mentioned earlier, you will always get a little click here or there, but you're not supposed to get what I'm going to just go ahead and let go of the rotary and you'll hear it. Do it one more time. We're going to hang the unit up, access the line. We have dial tone now. Reach around. We're going to dial, and I'm going to turn the amplifier on. Turn the amplifier on. Do it one last time. So that heavy clicking, that pulse signal noise in the receiver indicates that the rotary dial, in this case, has been wired improperly. It has the connections to squelch that receive clicking out when the telephone is dialed. So we're going to repair that also. We're going to go ahead and finish up this work, install our line cord, and we're going to start on the rotary. We need to clean, oil, and adjust that rotary. We're going to come back and get some more video as we move forward in the repair of this really cool Western Electric 202. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we are finished up with the repair of this really cool Western Electric 202 rotary desk telephone and bell box. Now, the bell box has been removed from the telephone, and we went ahead and installed a modular port plug for your line port or your jack at the end of this cord, and the other cord has a modular plug on it also. And what can be done, now this is a shop coupler, and you can just go ahead and plug that in and then plug a telephone into this end and then that into a line, or you can use either one and just plug a coupler on it and then plug a telephone into the coupler so you can extend it out to a telephone. This is a shop coupler, but that gives you an idea how you can use the unit and continue out and install a telephone on the bell box. Or you can move the bell box around and plug it into any jack and then move your telephone around. The idea was to get the bell box away from the telephone so they did not have to be hardwired to each other and they could be plug and play. So we're going to go ahead and try the bell box. We're going to use the analyzer and we're going to send a ring cycle. So we'll go ahead and do that. We're going to let that go a couple times. I'll let it go one more time. We'll unplug it. We'll unplug this line cord, and then we'll use the other line cord. I'll let it go one more time and we'll stop the ring cycle. We'll just go ahead and unplug it. Now we can move the bell box to the side here because we want to check our telephone out. This is our amplified pickup. It's amplified so that you can hear the audio from a receiver, and we've had some storms, so it's an open amplifier pickup, and I have an amplifier back by the video. It has a button on it, and I can push that button and give dial tone or take it away at any time. And since we've had some storms, an amplifier is prone to any kind of static or noise or interference in the atmosphere. And I'm going to go ahead and press the button on the amplifier, and you should hear a little bit of a hum. I'm going to let go of it. I'm going to press it one more time. So if you hear that noise, it's coming from the amplifier and not the telephone. Now what we're going to do is check out our telephone, and we want to go ahead and give you some dial tone. We're going to walk through our numbers. If you watch the analyzer, you're going to watch the numbers roll by. I'm going to end in a 2. Now I want to transmit into the handset. If you watch the red light on the analyzer, every time you see that red light light up, that's an indication of 100% modulation on transmit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, hello. Go ahead and hang our unit up. Now what we want to do is push this button on the switch box. That gives us a line out, totally takes the analyzer out of the situation, and we'll call a time and temp number. So we'll go ahead and give you some dial tone, and we'll make that call. Now we don't have that heavy pulse noise in the receiver any longer.
Good evening. Today is Thursday, September 29th. The time is 7:28. Current temperature 64 degrees.
Partly sunny today, then becoming mostly cloudy. Scattered showers, highs around 70. Mostly cloudy this evening, a chance of showers, lows in the upper 50s. Cloudy Friday, showers and thunderstorms likely, highs around 70.
Go ahead and hang our unit up. We'll give you some dial tone, and we'll call my number, and it'll be busy. We'll make that call. Hang our unit up. I'll go ahead and press the button on the amplifier one more time to show you the hum, because we have had some storms and there's some noise in the atmosphere. Now that we know that this really cool Western Electric 202 rotary desk telephone has been repaired and the bell box has been removed from the telephone, they were hardwired together, we can return this equipment to Joe and he can enjoy it once again. I'm sure it's going to look great no matter where he uses this equipment. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.